Angel testicles.
I had already clicked on the recording button.
That's gonna be the first line.
So, welcome back to Curse of Strahd, everybody. Now with reasonably laggy Discord video chat. Because we're trying, because a couple of us have discovered that they're in the beta. Eventually. We swear that they haven't been in the beta for a while without noticing, honest.
Oh no, I've probably been in there for like 3 months and have no clue.
Anyway, so when we last left off, you guys had been tracking your way through the Farlich Woods in Barovia on your way to Van Richten's tower, and you had just discovered what appeared to be Bryseis' old home, smashed and burned, and looked like it had been attacked a couple decades ago, buried in the edge of the tree line along your path. Eventually, with a vampire in tow that was being suggested to follow you by the ever-lovely Bryseis, you guys made it to the causeway that leads out to Van Richten's tower. As you can see on the map, there is actually a bridge leading over the lake all the way to Van Richten's tower, and that's where we're going to pick up, with the tower rising up into the sky in front of you. You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at the grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds sitting to one side, where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon splattered with mud. You can also see round to the back of the tower what appears to be Rictavio's wagon, and you can see 2 horses grazing on what little greenery there is on this island.
Well, there it is. Shall we knock?
I suppose so.
So you're heading across the causeway to the tower.
Yep.
Okay. As you get closer, take another look at the wagon. You can see, under layers of mud, this wagon sports a fresh coat of purple paint, and its wheels have a fancy gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner, and red drapes that cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. A steel padlock secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads, "Keep out."
Can I smell if that cat's still in there?
This is a different wagon. This is not Rictavio's.
Oh.
Oh.
You can see Rictavio's around the other side of the tower. This is a different wagon.
Is there any, like...
Keep out. It's basically like saying, come and look, isn't it?
Is there any...
May I suggest, Kitty, to check for traps this time?
I don't want to open this up. I just want to have a gauge for what's inside. And if we can ask him anyway later.
Maybe there's someone inside.
Are there any like slits, holes, windows, or anything that I can see through?
On the wagon?
Yeah.
No, there is not.
Look, Kitty can open it, and then if it's nothing we need, she can put the lock right back. We just want to...
I don't like this idea.
No, me neither. You guys are no fun.
I know, right?
I give a light tap on the door. On the door of the wagon.
Nothing seems to happen.
We'll best just asking him about it. It's
a polite thing to do.
We don't need to stick our snouts in everywhere that happens to be off limits.
Would club be useful here?
Maybe later, big guy.
I have options now. Thank you for reminding me, Glom.
Oh no. We should go hand in this quarry. After all, I'm sure Sasha and Rictavio are dying to meet each other.
Ooh, this might be a good fight. And I forgot popcorn.
Okay, so you're moving on, and we lost Manon. Oh,
Nope, she's back.
Sorry, I'm back.
okay,
Misclicked.
it's okay. So you guys just ignoring the wagon and moving on to the tower then.
Yes.
Apparently,
Okay.
Sun is
the tower
pouting.
the tower door is made of iron with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word: Kazan.
Does
Have a handout.
This is
any
different.
of it look familiar to anyone?
No? Does it?
It does not. No.
It's a symmetrical symbol, and I'm gonna sound dumb here, but these little symbols, it looks like a person.
Yes,
Are we
it
supposed
does.
to dance in front of it?
Hopefully not.
Which
I
place
mean-
do you start at?
I know. Well, usually with Kazam, it's Kazam.
Kazan.
Go Kazan.
Does that word ring any bell? Is it in any language? Okay.
None of you recognize it.
Me don't see bell to ring.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna try and dance.
Okay,
Are you just trying to dance?
I was about to knock, but
Yeah, but you're no fun. I'm gonna try and make the pose on. There are 2 ends to like that line that crisscrosses.
Yes, there are 2 ends.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to start with the one that's on the left, the top left.
Okay.
And then move to the one that's at the bottom. Like move
Okay.
a hand down.
Okay.
Then go up to the one that's at the very top and follow
Yep.
the line that way.
I really
Like
wish
go
you
through
were
all
kinda
the
walking.
things, and I probably look very ridiculous.
Bryseis is just letting her go. Like the bard's just standing there like, go for it.
As you proceed through the 8 poses, it takes you about half a minute to do. Each one's taking the amount of time an action would normally take. About half a minute later, door swings open.
Yay! Opening doors, my job.
And I am going to pull you over onto a map.
You know, I know that you usually get through locks, but I think that's a new achievement, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Alright, I forgot that I took damage.
Do you want me to go first, or does someone else want to?
I mean,
I'll
we
go-
should only have friends here, right?
Yeah. I'll go in first. Why not?
Okay.
Behind the door, you can see there appears to be a tattered curtain concealing the area beyond.
Can I use Mage Hand to move the curtain?
Whereabouts are you standing when you cast your mage hand?
Oh, is this the curtain here?
Yes.
So
We-
I
we
stepped
can
in
kinda
right
see
in the
through
door.
that.
Okay.
There's no dynamic lighting wall on it.
I've moved it already.
Okay.
Well, I've moved the actual door dynamic light, and let me move this. So, whereabouts are you standing when you cast your mage hand, Bryseis?
I am like, the door's open, so when the door opens, I see the curtain, right?
Yes.
I am standing right outside the door when I move the
Okay.
curtain.
You cast your mage hand.
Yes.
You start to see this skeletal hand appear,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's gone,
that's a thing.
almost as if it got drained away.
Oh. Well, that's rude. Fine. So domestic. She walks in and moves the curtain.
Okay. Now I will move the dynamic lighting back out of the way. And the flagstone floor is strewn with debris. and a few old crates stand near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the south. You've done that. A 5-foot square indentation in the centre of the floor contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch up through a similarly sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to the chains are 4 tall clay statues.
Kazan.
Is this like how this dude lives? Like Bryseis is just like, what is this?
He's really making us work for just to see him, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, I forgot the Sasha token.
Should we call for him?
I mean, we could try.
Van Richten, we have a present for you.
You hear very faintly after about 20 seconds or so. At the top!
I look all the way to the top.
Glom just wanders in. What this supposed to be?
Glom, dear, do not touch anything.
Me not.
Okay.
Can I see him at the top of the tower?
You cannot. It feels like this voice echoed from all the way right at the very, very top of the tower, and it's echoed all the way down to you.
Son of a bitch.
Do we need to do more dancing then?
If you want to dance, you can dance all you desire.
Alright. Bryseis is gonna come in a little bit more to make room for people to come in.
If Glom's already in there, I'll let Sage go in before me. I'll take the rear.
Alright.
Alright,
I guess
so
I'll say to like Zesi and Irina if they can take care of our other guests. For now.
Oh yeah, what's Cloudy
And-
doing there?
Cloudy, you keep Irina safe.
He kind of gives a small bark.
Alright. And we leave Sasha with them.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling Cloudy's not going to be very useful at puzzles.
I don't know. Last time I had to clean up a party, there was a Jack Russell that did a really good job at getting behind a settee, cleaned an entire thing of cobwebs. It came out looking like a really dirty mop.
In my experience, dogs at parties tend to clean out leftovers.
Alright. So you said there's how many pulley systems?
It looks like 4 chains, and each one of those chains seems to have one of these clay statues right next to it.
Okay.
Can I examine one of the clay statues? Like, to try and find a mechanism or something?
Make me an investigation check.
First roll. 13?
You're not certain. This looks like it might be a magical construct rather than just a mechanical thing.
Ooh, not my area of expertise.
Bryseis, do you want to make me an Arcana check?
Sure.
I mean, you've heard about stuff like this before from what Sun just told you. Maybe if you try giving them commands.
Okay. Bryseis thinks for a moment and kind of. She looks at the one that's to the left of her.
Mm-hmm.
And are they all in the same position?
Yes, they are. They all appear to be holding on to one of the chains each.
Okay. Okay. She looks to the right. She looks notice all they're about the same. All right, boys. Lift.
Each of them starts pulling on the chain, and from far above you you can start hearing with a squeaking, uncomfortable noise, almost a screeching. The chain starts moving. You think there's a platform far above you descending down the tower.
I'm gonna cover my sensitive ears. That's not nice.
Bryseis is gonna back up to let it come down and not hit her in the head.
Yep.
It takes about a minute or so. This is a really slow-moving platform. Minute, maybe 2 minutes. And eventually the platform, which is only 5 foot by 5 foot, descends into the middle of the room where you are.
I'm gonna hop on it.
And the second
Pull
you
me
do,
back up.
yep, they start pulling you back up.
Oh, I'm getting out of here. I'm going outside. That squeaking's... No.
Son, I'll move you up.
Yup.
Dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room, the wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed. Are you wanting to keep going, or...?
There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Moving you up. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute to change between each floor. This is a really slow, bumpy elevator. Time and elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the northwest wall and sliding back mildew on the walls. The wooden floor is completely rotten and has begun to fall away in places.
Yeah, I'm staying on my platform. Looking up like, ooh.
And eventually, you reach the top. Unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation. Although the place reeks of mould and mildew, there's plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with matching chair, bright tapestries, a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armour and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys around which hang the iron chains which support the tower's elevator platform. You also see 2 occupants in this room.
Yep.
One you recognise, and one you do not, a Vistani woman. They both look at you as you get to the top.
Hi.
Everyone down at the bottom, what are you doing during this?
Waiting for the elevator to come back down.
Yeah, mostly. Son, are you alright?
Found them. I'm
Good.
gonna hop off the platform.
Okay.
Hi.
And the platform begins descending. Rictavio turns and says, impressive. You figured out the door much sooner than I was expecting. Allow me to introduce you to my, I would say former, but considering she's found me here, apprentice, Esmeralda.
Nice to meet you, my lady.
I am no lady, as I'm sure you've noticed from my garb.
Everyone's a lady.
Truth. You wouldn't happen to have had any encounters with the devil yourself, have you? And you notice now, looking at her, she's got cuts across her top left shoulder. She looks like she had a rather nasty stab wound at the side of her abdomen. She's taken quite a beating. It looks like it's probably been by Strahd's blade.
1 or 2.
You wouldn't happen to have any potions, would you? He might be responsible for the state I'm in.
Sure, here. I'm gonna hand her my potion of superior healing. Of supreme healing, because why not?
She thanks you, takes it, and... Well, she's now at full HP. She might have been on 30 out of her max health. What her max is, you don't know. But yeah, you might have just full healed her.
I figured with that thing.
It's about this time that the platform gets to the bottom.
Who's next?
Go ahead, Sage.
I'll go then.
Okay, and you start coming back up. Okay. So you begin ascending through the floors. For simplicity's sake, do we want to wait until the others have all had their chance to come up or down before we continue the conversation?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit myself on the bed.
Okay.
Because why not?
Sage, you make your way up to the very top.
Yep. Thank you. Hello.
Platform starts working its way back down. Who's next when it gets to the bottom?
Ooh, me
Glom.
next.
Glom, you start heading on up. Do you get off at any point?
Make it off when me see people.
Okay. You make your way all the way to the top. Platform starts coming back down. And it's about this time that, with a rusty squeaking, the door closes.
Okay.
Which door?
The door to the tower.
Oh.
Are you still
Oh.
outside? You're gonna
Yeah,
have
he's
to dance.
outside.
You're gonna have to dance.
Does your suggestion work if other people give them commands?
No, it's only I believe it's just the one suggestion.
Damn, I wanted to suggest that she dances.
No. Because then she'll run away and try to kill you.
So, platforms descending through the tower. Brammyr. You've just seen the door close.
Can I still hear squeaking? Or if I head over to the door, can I still hear squeaking?
Just about, though it's now faint.
Is there any doorknobs on the other side that Bryseis can see?
Oh, yeah, Bryseis could quite easily push the door open from this side.
Oh.
You guys okay in there?
Yeah, we're fine. That was kind of weird. She's going to kind of come around and open the door for him.
You're no fun.
Okay. Are you coming back inside, Brammyr, or...?
Is it just Bryseis now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryseis is going to let him go up.
Okay. Platform reaches the bottom.
Should we bring Sasha with us now?
Yeah.
It is one at a time on the platform.
Okay, you go up first, put Sasha by me, and then I'll get her on the platform.
Okay. We'll do that. And
Okay.
I'll spend like a couple minutes trying to drown out the noise.
Yep. You send Sasha up. As you come back inside with her, door closes.
It's fine. We're able to open it. The others can just keep a perimeter.
Easily. I just like spooking with stuff like that. Who's grabbing Sasha when she gets to the top?
I am.
Okay, I'll drag her over to you.
Yeah.
Platform comes back down. Who's next?
Brammyr.
Okay. I'll go up.
Brammyr. 1, 2.
Oh, hang on. Wait. I can't see. Wait. Okay.
Well, if everyone's coming, bring in Zesi, Arena, and Cloudy. It's not gonna be too crowded up there. Mm-mm.
Alright. Yeah, sure.
Totes. Okay, let me move Bryseis up.
Wait.
No.
I want it. There's 2 levels, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I want to
It's
check
Level
out the first one.
Empty!
Level 1.
I want to do an investigation.
What are you looking for?
I am looking for anything that is either like hidden or in the corners that they can't see, or just
Roll
anything
your
that might be there.
investigation.
Yeah. Investigation.
You don't see anything hidden, but you don't think that this floor is going to support much weight either.
Ah. Okay. Well, then at least it saved me from falling through. Alright. She heads on the rest of the way up.
Next layer. Top layer.
Okay.
And eventually, I'll bring these three up as well. Gonna move everyone to their respective places. That works.
Yeah.
So now you guys are all at the top with Rictavio and Esmeralda de Avenir. Please excuse the DM stretching.
No, we won't.
So, Rictavio, we brought you a present.
I see that. Why have you brought a vampire to my home?
She's the one who pretended to be your, well, her, I guess.
Ah, so this is Sasha.
She seems to be placid for the time being.
Yeah, I have her under a spell, but just a
Oh.
warning.
Oh shit!
Well,
No, she's not. No, she's fucking not.
oh.
She's under a spell, isn't she?
Oh, fuck.
You guys are in an anti-magic field, aren't you?
Son of a...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She was pretending, right? And now she's up here, and now we're all about to die.
It's about this time that she actually speaks up. So you're the one that Strahd wants to kill so badly.
I'm charging and hitting her face.
But she is bound by the hands.
She is, but can everyone please roll initiative?
Son of a... That was my only natural 20 that I'm ever going to roll this whole game.
I need to pick a die for Cloudy.
Do
No,
we have a
I'm
Hobbit? Actually,
No, we do not.
not today.
it shows up in Roll20 for me.
He does.
Oh. Do you want to add him to the group call?
Yes. Give me a... I'm trying to find my initiative. There it is. Oh, there goes my rolls, like they're
Right.
supposed to be.
I
add
forgot I needed to have him selected for it to
Not that
work.
this bastard's going to last very long with a single vampire spawning against all of you, but... Where is Rictavio's character sheet? I dragged him to the top, didn't
No, that worked. And me, that's a nat 20, so that's a 24. If you can add me to the turn order.
I? Yep. Sorry, 1 second.
Thank you.
I don't suppose me saying that I was going to run up and smash her in the face is classed as a surprise round, question mark?
She would be aware of you, but I will let you get the attack before the turn order goes through.
Thank you kindly.
Hi, Hobbit.
Hi, Hobbit.
Hi, Hobbit.
Hello.
Hey,
No.
Okay,
I'm
so
Umbra.
Umbra.
Yeah, no time for werebear form at the moment. I'm just running up, electrifying them all and hitting her.
Is this the electrification of the more magical effect?
Good question. Crimson Right. You would tell me this when I don't have Dropbox open. I don't know what if a Crimson Right classifies as that. Me?
As a note, while you are within this tower and within a certain radius of it of which we're not yet certain, none of your magical effects except for artifacts will function.
And potions, apparently, because the healing potion worked.
Healing potions still work. They're not disabled by an anti-magic field. Most of his healing potions are kind of almost herbal in a way, rather than raw magic.
I mean, yeah, it says invoke a rite of blood magic within your weapon, and
Fails. You cannot electrify your maul.
Hey, at least I don't take damage for it. Alright, I'm just gonna smash it in the face then.
Old school.
Well, that doesn't do anything.
Nope, that
That
messes.
doesn't do anything either. Well, I tried, guys.
Next up, it's Sasha, who, yes, is tied at... Oh, Sun, sorry, my apologies. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sun, you're up.
I'm gonna stay where I am and use my bow because my hit point maximum is already reduced as it is. 17?
Does hit.
Okay. And I do get sneak attack because I have allies there. So that's gonna be the main damage. That's gonna be the sneak attack. 16, 17 plus 4, 21.
21.
Yep.
Reduced to 10.
Yep, because it's not magical, but ow. I'm still hurting.
Rolls around to Sasha, who is just going to turn and try and bite you, Bryseis.
Uh,
You didn't gag her. Not that it matters, she missed.
Ooh.
And attacking disadvantage with the claws also missed.
Bryseis does a little moving.
I imagine that we've taken the blindfold off her because I did specifically remember that. I always remember now that we did say blindfold her, but I imagine so she knows where she's not going to trip over things. I
think you guys decided, if I remember correctly, you guys decided she was just bound at the hands, not blindfolded, because otherwise she would just trip and fall over constantly, and that was not the suggestion early.
Okay. Take 2.
Hits.
I'm just gonna throw both of them. Okay, cool.
Both hit.
No rerolls. That's 1 reroll. For an extra 2 damage. So 10.
Okay.
22
Total 11 damage.
Silvered.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough.
Silver does not matter with vampires.
Oh, damn it.
It matters with lycanthropes, not vampires.
Werewolves that would.
Cries.
Cloudy.
Cloudy's gonna move up to her and try and bite her.
I just realized you have your own trinket.
Yeah,
Except
that hits. She has to make a strength save, right?
Yes! Strength save or she gets knocked
Which she
prone.
passes.
Aww. But she still takes, like, 4 piercing damage?
4.
Yeah.
Rictavio's turn.
I'm gonna leave Cloudy there so there's, like, a
And
bit more space.
Rictavio, with a sigh, just says, I wish you hadn't brought her in here, straight within Kazan's anti-magic field. Fine. I'll do this myself. Gets up from where he sat at his desk, just casually takes a step forward and draws out his silvered short sword and just slashes at her twice. Hits both times. His main damage is pathetic, but unfortunately, she takes a bonus 20 damage because he's Rictavio. Sage.
I'll go hit her with my warhammer. Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
I'd hope so.
So 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Got it.
Yep. That's it.
Zeus.
All I have is my short sword. I can't cast any spells. So I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna stab her from behind with a short sword.
You have advantage because you have Cloudy.
No, Cloudy has advantage because he has the
okay,
others.
so he doesn't grant it. Got it. Okay, never mind.
Oh, that would have been cool. Okay.
Wait until Glom gets there.
That is enough to hit.
Woohoo!
Esmeralda is just gonna sit back and
I'm sorry.
partially, and also she can't cast anything within the tower. How does holy water work? Like, what exactly does it do for damage?
Oh. I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Also, just noticed Zesi has no initiative.
I'm aware, unless Hobbit's actually actively joining us, Zesi will not be joining in the combat.
No, I'm not here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's just listening.
Cool.
Okay. Oh yeah, public roll because Esmeralda. Well, she misses. She drew out a vial of holy water and just tried to throw it at Basher from where she was and missed, and it goes flying past your head, Sage, and smashes right next to the window.
Woohoo!
Glom.
Well, Glom just sits down and relaxes for a little bit, yawns. You guys got this. I believe in you.
Son.
Sun's gonna go. Oh, and whatever. She's gonna leave her bow on the bed and grab her short sword and her dagger. And she's gonna have to move here because otherwise she can't. Irina doesn't have initiative either.
Did I forget to roll for Arena? I know you guys need
Yeah.
to roll for Arena.
But I mean, she won't be able to get to the enemy anyway.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And first attack with magic sword.
Not magic.
Well, sure.
Anti-magic field.
But
But-
you get arm back.
Oh right. 17 hits, right?
It does hit.
So it's not a +1 sword at the moment.
Not while you're
Yep.
in the tower,
Yep.
no.
So that's 17. Yes, I rolled a 10 again. For 9.
So I love how Ray's
10,
camera just
11,
frozen with her
12.
cuddling the dog.
The windows I
For 17 damage.
17.
Yeah,
so you can't see the cat on my shoulder now?
reduced to 8.
Oh, it's a cat. Okay. Yep. Second attack.
Actually, given that I see that my short sword doesn't do better than my bow, I'm gonna disengage and get back there.
Oh my God.
Sasha's turn. And where did I leave her character sheet? Over there. She's just continuing to try and go for you, Possess. You're the one that put her under the spell. She's gonna bite you. I swear to God. Okay. That hits.
Does the vicious mockery work?
Vicious
Not
mockery.
The-
No, vicious
No.
mockery is a
Hellish
spell.
rebuke.
Not hellish. Hellish rebuke's a spell.
You're
Word.
thinking cutting words.
Cutting's words to what she's trying to say.
Good.
Yeah, cutting words.
Let me take a look at exactly what kind of effect cutting words is.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What did you forget about?
Cloudy can take his reaction to make an attack when I attack.
Well, hopefully you remember it next time.
Yeah.
Cutting words, I'm looking for it on the... Is it a bard ability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's part of Bardic Inspiration, isn't it? That's why I
Yes.
can see it. No? Yeah, what? Oh, it's a lore bard feature. There. Wait.
We're still trying to be.
Yes, you can use cutting words.
Woohoo! I'm gonna use cutting words to hopefully try to not get hit. She kind of like,
It is not
Tries
a
to
magical effect.
yeah. She tries to like take a step back and just look at her, and it's like, I should have suggested for you to get a better outfit because, please.
Roll your d8.
Come on. Gah!
Nope. Okay, you take 9 points of piercing damage,
Mhm.
and you also take 6 points of necrotic damage. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 6.
Okay, so wait, that was, you said 9 and 6?
Yes. So total of
that's
15, and your HP maximum is reduced.
By 6.
Yep. And it looks like the taste of your blood has healed her slightly.
Ew. Okay.
And attacking with disadvantage with the claw, she does still hit for a further 8 slashing damage.
23, and then a more 8. Okay.
Yeah. Remember to change your hit point current
I
on
did.
your character sheet. Well, it hadn't updated on your token for some reason.
I need 8. You said 8 more of piercing?
Yes. So where
Okay.
it says 23, reduce that by 8 to 15.
I know, I'm going now.
Okay.
What the heck? 15. Thank you. Okay, we're good now.
There we go. Now it's updating. Brammyr.
No, I think she's going to be too slippery to try and grapple, so I'm going to just move to the side here to make some room for others. No, I'm not. I am not going to do that, because if she tries to run away, she takes more attack of opportunities. I'm just going to hit her twice again.
Okay.
Okay, only one of them hits.
Yep.
Oh,
You have one of the hits. Okay.
10. Also 5.
Cloudy.
Cloudy's gonna bite her.
Okay, she has to make a strength save or be knocked prone. She fails.
Yay! Go, Cloudy.
I love how Cloudy does as much damage as Brammyr.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
She is...
Yeah, but he only gets one
Prone.
attack.
Yeah, true. She's prone.
There's Rick Darius there.
Rictavia's going to take advantage, of the advantage. And that's a 24 and a 25. Yeah, those hits.
Snake Eyes did a lot of them.
And because he's Rictavio, he does a ridiculous amount of bonus damage. Sage.
I'll continue bashing her. If I can. Yeah.
Yep.
For 3 points of damage. It's going great.
Bryseis, you do have advantage if you want to try and stab her.
Heck yeah.
Natural 20, damage is reduced to 6. Well, she might be on 3 HP.
That was for her biting her.
Esmeralda is actually just going to step up right next to her, and she's going to try to bop her on the head with a second flask of holy water.
Bob.
Yep, bops her on the head, and you see the vampires. Well, so she's at 0. She's not regenerating because she's been hit by holy water, and well, she might be a little bit dead because you see her body start to burn up immediately, and Rictavio just follows it home with a stake to the heart. I really, really hate Strahd bastards.
I was wondering if you wanted to take her in for some questioning or be able to use her for some reason.
Oh, don't worry, I've already gotten all the information I needed.
Very well.
Now, where were we?
At least you got to,
And he just sits back down in his chair.
at least you got the honor of finishing that spawn off for yourself.
Some honor. You guys, I see, didn't come prepared with stakes or holy water.
Actually, I made some on the road.
My apologies. At least one of you is resourceful.
Hey, I was the one who got her here.
Straight into an anti-magic field, which in fairness you didn't know existed. Speaking of things you didn't know existed, I owe you all an apology. I didn't expect Strahd to react so quickly and so forcefully to us going after the Vistani, and had I known you had that holy symbol, I would not have said to go the other way. That was me acting on incomplete information, and I apologise, as... well, it seemed like it got at least a couple of you killed, and I'm not okay with that.
It didn't stick.
No, it never does seem to, does it? What actually happened inside there?
Words can't describe what we saw.
Was it by chance a massacre?
Yeah, you can say that. Whole
That
people
pretty
that were in
much
there all dead.
sums it up, yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
mean, no words? Yeah, a lot murdered people. Those words.
Glom, dear.
Yeah,
What?
you're right. You're right. Words could describe it, but it was a scene I never want to see again.
I've
Especially
never
f-
seen Strahd so angry that he brings out his personal blade to a battle.
Oh,
It
well,
is
it's
a
good to know we can
gorgeous
piss him
blade.
off.
You got
It
a
is
closer look at
such-
it?
It is so beautiful. It looked like it was almost made of ruby. Ah, so pretty.
Yeah, it's just made to kill people. That's all. Gorgeous.
Like you.
Now you get brownie points for that.
So, he brought out the blade that he got from blood magic. It said that particular blade is infused with the blood of his brother, back from when Sergei was still alive. It's interesting. Tatiana should resurface now, right as you guys appear.
resurface.
Story goes that throughout his existence, the devil has only taken one true love, if you can call his obsession and creepy attitude as. She was a peasant girl by the name of Tatiana. Said that during the time when Strahd was first conquering this valley, he wanted her to be his bride, but she fell for his brother. So he stabbed his brother in the back and became a vampire through dark magic. And throughout the hundreds of years since, 4 or 5 times, she's resurfaced, almost her soul reborn in another body, as far as I can tell. That's Arena.
I turn to Arena and say, did you know anything about this?
No, this is completely new to me. I wondered why Strahd was so obsessed with calling me Tatiana, but I had no...
Check the junk drawer.
I don't know either way.
Well, I guess now we know.
Oh, there's also one up there. But... So basically, you are Tatiana, just
Not.
stuck somewhere in there. And what was the name of that brother again?
Sergey.
Sergey. That's how you spell it.
Oh, thank you.
Very Russian name. That was a terrible Russian impression.
Be very, very glad that none of the NPCs here are called Vlad.
It's
Pun
very surprising.
totally
actually.
intended.
Very surprising. Is there any perks that come from having the soul of Tatiana?
I wouldn't exactly call Strahd von Zarovich being utterly obsessed to the point of insanity with taking you as his consort a perk. But very, very few Barovians have their souls. Whereas being an souled one, even if it is a cursed soul.
So, where is his brother?
Dead.
Of course. He doesn't resurface like she does?
Not as far as any of us have ever been able to tell. He's buried in the crypt of Castle Ravenloft. Esmeralda, you've been there recently. You didn't see any signs of it, did you? No, I was a bit too preoccupied in my battle that I got roundly defeated him, but no.
You were at the castle?
Couple nights ago. Well, you saw the injuries I had when you first got up here. He unleashed that blade and ow. Why?
Just curious.
Does seem like the most dangerous place.
How
in the entire-
many nights ago were Sage and I there?
One.
Okay.
You were there last night. She's saying
Okay.
she was there the night before. It almost seemed like almost like the castle wasn't there around him, despite how real he was and how real the castle definitely was. He attacked with so many angles, so many ways. It felt like he was ethereal in his own home.
And we're meant to take the fight to him at some point.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, Esmeralda was alone and she came out alive. If we are all in, it should work
just
out.
about. I only lived because he let me go.
Oh, you too.
He does tend to do that.
At this rate,
Mostly because he's looking for Van Richten. He seems to think I'll be able to lead him straight to, well, here. Not that his sorcery can actually see what goes on in this tower.
could still find the tower itself.
Without his sorcerer's blood magic, he won't dare fight us here.
I really don't like the sound when it says blood magic. Rings too close to home.
Well, then we'll know how to fight it.
I got a feeling it's a different concept than...
So basically, you're saying this place is the safest place from Strahd, right?
Sort of. You can still find the location. And just to make the difference here, this is Ritalia Chipian.
Hmm.
And this tower was only ever equipped for one occupant. None of us are really able to stay here, and I recommend we don't beyond tonight, as who knows if Strahd may have been secretly following and will assemble a force to try and take this tower.
I really
You
don't
know
want to bump
he-
into him again,
You
considering
know he rules the werewolves.
considering what we just did to Sasha. Kind of don't want to bump into him again. At least for a while.
When we leave this place, let me come with you. You seem like my best chance of taking him down, and I don't want to put Van Richten in any more danger than he's already in. And I am not going to stick around here for very long. I'm going to try and lay low somewhere. Haven't figured out where yet. But we all need to get away from here.
That's fine, but we came for something, didn't we?
Oh, right. We did.
Allies and an artifact, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Artifact, you say? What kind of artifact? I haven't found anything through my search of the tower.
From what I've picked up and heard, seen, whatever, an artifact called Pyamol. A maul that can, I guess as the name kind of fittingly says, control fire, something along that lines.
Huh.
Said to be near here.
Vitavio, as you can kind of see on my camera, I don't know how well it's coming across from me frozen, so it just turns his head to the armor next to him and says, Kazan, retrieve. And the armor comes to life. As you've seen before in the death house, the armor comes to life and immediately turns round, punches its arm through the wall behind it, and grabs hold of something.
That
Pulls
works.
it back out, revealing a orangey red maw. Huh. I guess it was here all along. Give. Takes it from the armor.
So that's Kazan. Does he dance in front of the door also?
That's the command word. As far as I can tell, he was the creator of this tower, and anything that he created generally uses his name as the command word.
Huh.
Think we could have opened the door by saying that? Kazan, dance.
No. I think you would have had a very unpleasant encounter with a blue dragon had you done that.
Huh, noted.
This is an anti-magic thing, right? How does that and the statues down there and the door still work?
Far as I can tell, he exempted anything cast by himself from the field that surrounds this tower. I haven't found any way of disabling the field my entire time I've been here.
Ages.
It almost seems like it was wished into place.
Cool.
For the little that I know of Kazan, I've been trying to study the books the little time I've had here. The few books he left behind and the information around. If you give me half an hour to an hour, I'll see if I can come up with something conclusive. Also, Bryseis, I need to talk to you in private.
I mean, I usually charge for such things, but okay. She kind
I'm
of
not
grins.
interested in you that way. It's information that I can tell just by the doll you're holding that you need to know. As a side note, everyone,
Oh,
thank you, Miya, for the Photoshop magic.
You're welcome.
I was joking, by the way. Okay. And what do you mean with my doll?
I assume on your way here, based on what you're holding, you found the burned out ruins of your carriage. I know what happened.
Her smile kind of fades and she looks at him really seriously. So, you know me. You knew me when I was here before.
I did, yes. Not for very long, I more recognized you. You look similar to your mother.
So you knew my mom.
In passing, we met.
You know, information is not your strong suit, is it?
I didn't see any reason to tell you in the situation with Martikovs. I didn't even think it would come up.
Alright. Well, now the time is good as ever.
If the others would make their way downstairs, I'll be searching through books while we have this conversation.
Wait, is there books in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see a couple of them scattered around. He's got a couple of them on his desk. He's got ways of accessing this information around him.
Can Bryseis kind of be peeking at him while everybody's going down?
What, picking at the books?
Yes.
Seems like it's legends of the land, stories of people that have been and gone. You see the same name Kazan referenced over and over again. Seems to be talking about who he was, his deeds, his exploits.
Is there any on Strahd?
No.
Glom sits in the middle of the platform. Down.
Yep, starts to take you down. Boop. Boop. And boop.
Whenever it comes back up, I'll put them there next.
There's none that are fell in nature, right?
Nope.
I was going to, like, just before I headed down, like, may I
Yeah.
with it?
Oh, yeah, he hands Paimon straight over to you.
Everybody gets their own little toy.
I give her
I
a
just-
bow, nod kind of thing, and head down as I'm examining.
We're just going to start moving everyone except Bryseis down.
Are we good to conclude that we're probably... Shit!
Well, too late.
Is it... We can assume that we're taking a rest while they're having their chat upstairs?
Yeah, you're at least going to have time for a short rest.
Does Bryseis get a short rest too?
Yes.
Okay.
This is,
Get my bardic
this is
inspiration.
an hour of non-strenuous activity.
I believe my total hit points.
Good tell.
Yeah,
I want
how
to give
does-
you guys control over Esmeralda, but she has so many spoilers on her character sheet that I'm not ready to remove yet.
Okay.
Fair.
I've moved everyone except Bryseis down to the bottom layer.
Okay.
If you'd rather have this conversation in the DM 1-to-1 channel, that's fine. Otherwise, we can just do it here.
You can just do it here. It's fine.
Oh wait, we can't do it in the DM 1-to-1 channel because this is a group call.
Correct.
I'm
So
in
you
town.
just-
Well, you can leave.
Yeah, you can leave.
I mean, Manon is in the basis, so the video call will carry on, but I'd rather just stay. It's easier.
Yeah, that's fine here. I'm fine with that. Nobody hears this.
And Ritavio is sitting and working through books.
8
at-
plus
working- He's sitting and working through the books as this is happening. And he says, "So, as I say, I know what happened with your old home. It's kind of the reason you left. Your mother and I guess the one who is your father were trying to make a life for themselves. They were traveling to Vallaki from Kresk, and then we were attacked on the road by zombies and a few of the spawn that Strahd had. We managed to win the fight, but everyone except myself, your mother, yourself, your father, and one or two of the Vistani were killed." Yeah, Brammyr, you can take this time to attune to Paimon.
Awesome.
It is an artifact, so its magic will work within the confines of the anti-magic.
Cool.
Same goes for your vestige, Manon, and your knuckles, Glom. This.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I have so many questions, but I don't know if any of them matter.
I can try and do my best to answer them.
You were traveling with us?
I was. I had recently arrived in this land and I wanted to get to Vallaki. All vestiges would if you guys had them within the confines of this tower, yes.
So
If you guys had them here, they would work.
they were going from Vallaki to Krez, you said?
Krez to Vallaki.
Krez to Vallaki.
I wanted to head that way myself. It's where I first met the Keepers of the Feather, and it was a convenient group to travel with.
After that, did you ever see me or my family again?
Once. A few days later in Vallaki, I saw your mother taking you to Blinsky's. I saw you get batty. I was talking to the Burgomaster at the time. Odious man, glad he's gone. Vlakovich's father. Rest his lack of soul.
We
And
must
so
have
you
left
go
some.
in, you came out about as I was coming out.
Did we leave sometime after that?
As far as I know, your mother and your father took you and managed to leave Barovia.
How?
I don't know. I assume that Vistani took them with you.
Why were we traveling in a cart? Why didn't we have a real home?
Your parents wanted to live in Vallaki. They were moving from Krez to Vallaki, but the attack on them and the people they were travelling with convinced them to definitely get out rather than stick around in this place. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was said to them. They seemed to want to continue building their life even when they took you to Blinsky's in Vallaki. And then a few days later you were gone. I never saw you until I saw you in the tavern. So what you've become.
Still doesn't answer the question of how I got out of here, and my father decided to leave soon after.
The best guess is that the Vistani somehow took your parents with them, probably for quite a fee. But I don't know. I wasn't involved. I've been holding on to something in this tower. I mean, I went back to the battle site to see whether there was anything we could gain. Fuck's sake, Hobbit. And he reaches under his desk into one of the drawers down there. So you can hear him fidgeting around what sounds like papers, something metallic, and pulls out yet another doll. Hands over to you. This one looks like a small Vistani. You always were obsessed with these damn things.
You should see my collection at home.
I would
Although,
rather not, thank you.
although I already have a pretty impressive one here. It's kind of nice seeing all these again. What does this doll look like besides it being Vistani?
And it looks kind of like, I'll just show you her handout. Looks reasonably similar in an extent to Esmeralda here.
Huh.
To a point. Obviously not the same facial features, different colour headband, but similar. Give you an idea.
I've just noticed, is that
Is that a
No,
fake
that-
leg?
Yeah, is that just a fancy boot or a fake leg?
I mean, she's keeping that particular leg well hidden under her trousers.
Okay.
I hate that her handout shows that about her,
Yeah.
because she's actively trying to keep her fake leg hidden. But it's like, oh yeah, you want to show them the handout? Yeah, just throw the fake leg out there. Like,
Could have been a fancy boot.
Yeah, would have been a nice fancy boot.
Bryseis takes the doll and kind of looks at it. Does she remember this one?
yes, she does. Now you see it, you remember. You think you had a couple of them, one male, one female. This is before you got Batty.
I feel like at this point, I've just realised the conspiracy theory of this. None of these dolls has ever existed in her life, but they all have an enchantment of modified memory on them. When you pick them up, it makes your memory think that you did have it.
Remember that enchantment would not function inside this tower.
Yeah. So that one's safe for this one.
We're back, get my tinfoil cap.
I swear to God, if he actually has a tinfoil cap.
If you have tinfoil around, I could make one.
All right. She kind of looks at it.
Hobbit, I explained this earlier. It would have to have been cast by Kazan, the guy that built this tower, and wished the field into place.
Nope.
And as to when Kazan lived, I will get to that.
Oh lord. Bryseis takes the doll and kind of looks at it. It's like, yeah, I see where my obsession came from. Definitely. I remember always wanting to get more and more. Maybe because I lost so many here.
I don't know where any more of yours may be. Who knows? You may find one in Kresk for all you know. Hard to say. That's about as much as I know, though obviously I can answer questions. Ha! Found it. I knew it was in here somewhere. God, Kazan's old. Huh. I didn't quite realise.
I know, right? Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Get an achievement. Doll Mistress.
You unlock the title before your name, the doll.
The doll.
I mean, don't give me ideas, or the hilt of Mythcarver is going to be yet another doll.
Please, that would be amazing. Okay, it's like a doll, and you like hit a button, and it just shing becomes like a sword. Please do that. Anyway, she kind of she kind of smiles at him. Thank you for letting me know more about me being here. It helps. Plus, it gives me more ammunition to go home to my mom and wring her neck, but...
He was just looking out for you, young Bryseis.
I suppose.
You head on down. I'll follow you. I found what I was looking for in the book. I found his biography.
Whose biography?
Kazan's. And when it says it, the armor just kind of looks at, not you. Stay.
May I have that?
What are you asking for?
The book with Kazan's biography?
I'm following you down with it.
Oh, okay. I like books. She puts the doll in her back. Goes down. She's another doll in her backpack.
Your bag of holding is going to become bag of dolls fairly soon. Shit, I need to move the dynamite lighting.
It's like muses.
Meanwhile, Sun would have told Esmeralda, "Hey, this is yours, right?" Pointing at the cart, at the wagon, at the front.
Aye, it's mine.
Yeah, the keep out sign is kind of like a glaring. Well, neon doesn't exist, but it's kind of screaming, "Come and look inside" to me.
Come and look inside and get blown up by 100 vials of alchemist fire.
Alright, but still, I'm just saying, it's not like, it's kind of inviting for people who are naturally curious. Is it really useful?
Because I want to blow those people up if they try and steal my stuff.
I lean around the corner and be like, I don't want to say I told you so, son, but curiosity might have killed the cat this time.
Nonsense.
And I would really appreciate it if you left my wagon alone.
We did!
Unless you want all of that gorgeous fur of yours to be burned off in a single second.
That would be sad. I'm just saying, it's mean.
Or maybe it's serving its purpose.
Not everyone who's curious is evil.
Hobbit, you just broke my husband. Thank you.
No, but most of them are. Most of them I wouldn't want near my stuff anyway.
Hey, whilst we're still waiting, since I've got this now, sort of still examining the handiwork of Pyamore.
And Esmeralda wanders over to the front of her wagon, and you hear her murmur a word, and they look like a couple of draft horses, but not quite real. Appear in front of it, and she just kind of pets one.
Be right back.
We have a couple options with my other mole now. Since silver's so rare, we could try and find someone to try and melt it down, and we can use that silver for something else. Or I can hand me down.
As far as I know, there's no smiths here in Barovia. I've been to Krez, you've obviously been to Vallaki and Barovia. There don't appear to be any smiths.
So I guess it's just used for a hand-me-down then.
Remember,
Well-
Hobbit, a smith is not the same thing as a carpenter, is not the same thing as a jeweler, is not the same thing as a brickie.
A bricky.
Bricklayer. Different professions, but yeah, there's no smiths in Barovia. You're looking for a jeweler, not a smith.
I poke
Oh, rip Hobbit.
Glom back awake.
What?
I noticed that some of your weapons weren't working as effective as they could do against some of the creatures here. I technically don't need this anymore, so you might have a better use for it. And I present a silver-plated maul to you.
Okay, thank you.
May it protect you well.
Welcome back, Hobbit.
Welcome back.
Yes, Glom, you have just been handed a silvered maul. It's about this time that Bryseis descends inside the tower, and Shun pushes the door open.
How'd it go?
If Ray is back.
Yeah, that was the thing.
She's currently muted. Looks like she's getting back into her seat.
I'm here. Yes, into my recliner that I have as a computer chair. I was here.
Yeah, you've been asked, how did it go?
Went fine. Got another dog. All things are good.
God.
Can I insight check that?
Go for it. There's wrong with deception.
That's a nat 20. Plus 6.
Yeah, I don't think Bryseis is going to be... Well, I don't know. Is there anything wrong with what Bryseis said there?
Well, she said that it went fine.
I mean, you're the one that got the nat 20 against her. And absolutely wrecked her deception.
Just in case if Ray was hiding anything, or if Bryseis was hiding anything, and
I mean, Bryseis seems okay. You probably might pick up on like that she's what's the word? Like she's still like confused. But she did get another doll. And she does seem happy about that.
Alright. I blew my nat 20s on things like initiative
I
and
know,
insight
right?
check against the party.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Ugh.
So,
You also seen, by the way, for Bryseis, that Brammyr has just handed Glom his silver maul.
Oh, so you're old mall.
Yes.
Glom looking at
Oh.
all the pretty surfaces.
back with the party.
Oh, well, that's really nice, Glom. Just try not to get distracted by it while you're using it.
Me saw him use it in Zappy Club.
The Zappy is something I do, not the maul. I'm sorry.
Oh. Middle Club, close enough.
Metal Club indeed.
I love how Race is being attacked by her animals.
And here comes the
more.
next one.
No, I'm not playing Minecraft right now, buddy.
So, any new information for us all?
No, not really. It's all stuff just... what just happened to my family on the road back there. That's all. And he was with us. So he knew me.
Seems the multiverse is a small place.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Considering I went all over at least dolls. Yeah. Can't believe I left almost all of them here. I think I left almost all of them there. Man, now I have to go back and look and see if any of them are from here that I managed to take out. Huh.
If you ever get back to your home again.
Yeah.
I guess I pick myself up to my feet then and say, well, where's the next place of our adventure?
It's about now that Rictavio comes down on the elevator. Seems to be holding a book.
Book.
People use hit dice, by the way, because some people are not fully healed.
Oh yeah, guys, you might want to hit dice yourself back up if you're injured.
I did, but remember my hit point maximum is reduced.
So what do you roll for the hit? Oh, you just hit it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, click the hit dice.
I used that to level up in a different game and got a perfect roll, which was fun. Possess.
The hit point maximum goes back to normal after a short rest?
Long rest.
Oh.
And it is about the evening.
Okay.
It's early evening at the moment, about 7 p.m. Yeah, Rictavio comes down about now, seems to be holding an open book in his hand. And opens the door.
Story time?
I've
Go back to my seat then.
I've managed to find the biography of Kazan in one of the novels left behind. I say novels, history of the land. 6 of one, half a dozen. Anyway, it says that Kazan was one of the men employed by Strahd to raise Castle Raven. Arch-wizard. After his work was complete, he retired here and built this tower for himself on this island in the middle of Lake Baratok. Also, apparently, he had some fun with the fish, which would explain why they're so, well... Maybe you should go say hi once the story is done.
I'm sorry,
With the help of-
what?
The fish?
We'll get to it.
Okay.
With the help of some engineers and some labourers, he also built the bridge that connects this island with the shore. It says that in his waning years, he visited the Amber Temple and discovered the secret to becoming a lich. He returned to his tower and was able to complete the transformation. Some years later, after Strahd became a vampire, he paid a visit to Castle Ravenloft with the idea to challenge Strahd for rulership of Barovia. Instead, Strahd persuaded him to serve as an advisor in matters of magic. When he wasn't spending his time advising Strahd, he spent most of his time in the Amber Temple trying to master the secret of demi-lichdom in the hope of finding a way to get out of Barovia that way. His efforts failed, and as far as anyone can tell, he destroyed himself. His remains are entombed in Castle Ravenloft. His tower then stood empty for 200-300 years and would have collapsed under the neglect, apart from the fact that his magical wards that were originally part of building it continued to this day. Eventually, I found it and took it for my own. And I've used it as a base ever since, and that's pretty much all I've actually been able to find on the history of Kazan. I thought you might be interested in that.
It was good to know.
Now, my suggestion would be when you've completed your business on the island, that you rest here for the night. I don't know where you intend to head. It may be best for you not to say, although I don't think that Strahd spells will function here. But wherever you want to head next is going to take you an overnight travel, and you do not want to do that on the roads of Barovia.
We'll be safe inside, right?
Unless somebody can figure out how to open the door without getting wrecked by lightning, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
You're also much more intelligent than everything except Strahd in here.
True. Well, these
And
guys.
there's, what,
I'll take that
8 of you?
compliment.
There's, what, 6 of you, 1 of them, plus the whole anti-magic ward, which makes Strahd really not want to come here. I think you'll be pretty safe.
Alright. I guess we're going back in. Prefer to sleep on the top floor, though.
I only have the one bed, and that bed is mine.
I didn't ask for your bed. We have bedrolls.
I mean, if you want to camp out on my floor, then fine.
Well, that's where I'm gonna be.
Have fun. I bat her on the shoulder.
Me just staying here.
Well,
We should probably head inside at least if we want to talk about things, just in case.
well, I'm gonna set myself a little camp over there with my puppy.
Should we stay on the ground floor? Is it?
Was
What I
Zesi
mean-
staying on the top floor?
Yeah, but the others.
Where you guys stay is up to you.
I'm okay for this bottom floor as well.
Is anyone
If-
going to go say hi to the fish, by the way?
Yeah, what was that about the fish? He said he would explain later, and then he didn't.
He said probably best if you go see them after I'm done with this.
Oh, then I'm gonna go do that.
Well, Bryseis is gonna go upstairs
gonna-
and start setting up all of her dolls.
Put down my bedroll, say that's where I sleep, and then go see the fishes.
Okay. Are any of the others, are you going down to the waterline?
Yes.
I thought you wanted to go. Anyone else, or is everyone else just settling down for tonight?
Setting up camp right next to the door.
Okay. As I know, once you guys are done with the fish, I will be calling the session break.
Okay.
Do we get an uninterrupted long rest?
You'll have to wait and see.
Can't change any of my stuff. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm rejoining you. Are you just going to... Okay. So you go down to the waterline, and initially it looks dark, although taking a couple of moments, you can see that there do appear to be quite a lot of rather large-looking fish swimming around in the pond. What are you guys gonna do?
Fishies. Fishies.
Welcome back, Umbra.
Uh,
Were you talking to me? Oh, I'm sorry. I was too busy swimming after our food in this lake. You can see that one of the fishes bobbed up to the surface, and it appears to have Strahd's face.
Oh, that's not a very nice face.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think that your face was very nice either.
Does it sound like Strahd as well?
No. It sounds like they're mocking you in an outrageous German accent.
Can you change to my face?
No.
Oh, unfortunate.
We have always... We have always been like this.
How close is it to the edge to where I am?
It's like a couple feet away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say what in the nine hells in the
So exactly how smart are you?
I mean, I should ask you the same question. Oh, two lights look the same to us here in our pond. All we do is we sit here and we make fun of you on the surface, as I'm sure you do to us.
I'm just gonna whisper this. I mean, you're the walking right now.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and shoot the fish.
Um,
Dinner, guys! Dinner!
Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
What are you doing?
Getting us dinner!
Intelligent creatures!
They don't seem that intelligent!
It can talk, and well, a cat's a cat no matter how you look at it, eh?
Let's say 25.
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage, sorry. Yeah, no, that's a 5 plus 7. That's 12.
The fish just nimbly dodges out of the way and then says, "Oh, was that bait? I didn't even recognize it because it was so obvious. And now, I will be going now. Leave us in peace." And it just swims away.
Nice to
under the
meet
surface.
you.
I'm
Just
trying my utmost hardest not to laugh with the fact I'm right next to Sun.
I'm just
totally
gonna
laughing.
stick my tongue out at it. You're lucky I don't have any fishing gear!
I mean, one of the suggested lines is, "Oh, that firm was so delicious. Oh, was that bait? I didn't even recognize it because it was so obvious." I fucking love this fish.
Well,
Oh,
no fish for dinner then.
Nope, looks like you're gonna have to use your rations.
Hmm?
Looks like you're gonna have to use your rations.
Yeah. Boo.
Fucking love those fish. Okay. You guys eventually all settle down for the night in your respective bedding places. Oh, we appear to have lost Umbra. I'm going to put you back onto the overall Barovia map. And that is where I'm going to call the session break. As you guys go to bed in Van Richten's tower. Your hit point maxims are all restored. It is an uninterrupted long rest.
Yay!
Also, you are totally going to end up meeting a much bigger Strahd fish in one of the other lakes.
there's always a
Love
bigger
the fish.
Offshore boss battles for the win.
Okay, player me wants to do that so badly now.
Okay, so yeah,
Electricity should work.
this is where I'm going to call the session break. Let's say resume at 10:02. If you
Okay.
do need to go and get a drink or anything, now is your chance to go and do that.
Cake! I'm gonna get cake.
The cake is a lie.
No, the cake is real! I made it myself!
I gotta go decide what. I mean, it's only 2:30. Why does it feel so much
Be right
later?
back.
Is it a cake? Is it a cake or is it a big biscuit?
It is cheesecake.
Dog.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
I
I
lost my
fucking
dog.
love the Strahd fish.
Hello, Hobbit.
Hobbiton.
Umbra, you have to admit that the Strahd fish are hilarious.
Yeah, it was. Oh, my internet's been doing so well. Why is it messing up now?
Fuck you, that's why.
Yeah.
Damn it. I was hoping to at least electrocute one of you. Some missed. And the fish just kind of taunted her and swam away.
Have I had something to eat? Hold on.
So, what is the plan for the morning?
I think what was the initial?
You broke up there. Rip, Umbra.
Take
Welcome back, Manon.
Welcome back.
You broke up there, Umbra.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was back to normal. I think the plan beforehand was to find Mordecai and Spirit to the north, but don't know if that's
Yeah,
still an
I
idea.
think so too.
I would go and grab food, but I kind of was doing the naughty thing and snacking most on video. Mid mouthfuls, I'm like, I hit the motherfucker in the face.
Weren't you guys wanted to head to Mordecai then?
Believe so. I think that's what the original plan is, or was.
Okay. I'm going to be right back during the break now that at least 2 people are back.
Cool, cool.
So, Manon,
Yeah?
the Strahd fish.
Love it! I absolutely love it.
I thought you might.
Best thing ever.
You know, sometimes I need to just add some lightweight humour to this module.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the last 2 sessions have been heavy.
Mm.
So why not throw the Strahd fish in just for the hilarity? And the outrageously bad German accents just get better when you're terrible at them.
Because, like, the main part of the accent is changing all the W's to V's. And it's like, that
And the TH is disease. Yeah. Especially when I'm shit at it. It just makes it better. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And since everyone else is here to discuss what your plan is for the morning, I'm going to go BRB.
There was a thing I saw years ago, that was like how to improve the English language to make it easier to understand.
Hmm.
And it's like all about normalizing things, and eventually by the end of it, it's just basically English with a German accent.
Would be, yeah.
Because it's like you replace all it's like the thing, you replace all those S's with a Z or Z, sorry. You replace all the W's with a V, so it's just all V's.
It sounds
I'm trying to
also
find it.
kind of like a bad French accent.
Good. It's the R's that are difficult for French people, I'd say.
And the TH is really hard for the French.
Oh, TH doesn't exist.
What's wrong with the? Thought.
Although
Wait,
I've noticed that Germans tend to pronounce THs more like S's than Z's.
I
Yeah.
just remembered, speaking of THs, the thing I sent to you, madam,
What?
through was it?
Oh, yeah.
Through thorough thought.
Through after a thought.
Took so many attempts.
Almost got there in the end.
Yeah, you did manage it.
I am so annoyed that my camera seems to not want to play ball. I could make you look at my cake.
So I'm trying to find this joke, but it's hard to find. I basically like type in "making English easier" joke into German, and it's the first thing is a Pinterest post of English, pardon, German, bitte, please, bitte, go ahead, bitte, here you go, bitte, you're welcome, bitte, that's all, bitte. From now on, whenever someone speaks to me, I'm just going to say bitter.
Just don't say it to French people.
Why?
If you don't pronounce the last E, it's bit and it's cock.
Okay. For real, like every time, like when I like said Dankeschön, and someone just said bitter, I was like, what? Is everyone just so bitter around here? Trying to find this joke, and I've now just found if World War II was a bar fight, which it's really long, so I could read it out.
Oh,
but
wow.
We'll probably be here until. Oh, here we go, I found it. So the European Commission has just announced an agreement whereby English will be the official language of the European Union rather than German, which was the other possibility. As part of the negotiations, the British government conceded that English spelling had some room for improvement and has accepted a 5-year phase-in plan that would become known as Euro-English. In the first year, S will replace with soft C. Certainly, this will make the civil servants jump with joy. The hard C will be dropped in favour of K. This should clear up confusion and keyboards can have one less letter. There will be growing public enthusiasm in the second year when the troublesome th will be replaced with th, as in ph into the letter F. This will make words like photograph 20% shorter in the third year. Public acceptance of the new spelling can be expected to reach the stage where more complicated changes are possible. Government will encourage the removal of double letters, which have always been a deterrent to accurate spelling. Also, all will agree that the horribleness of the silent E in the language is disgraceful and it should go away. By the 4th year, people will be respective to steps such as replacing th with z and w with v. During the 5th year, the unnecessary o can be dropped from words containing u, and this 5th year, we will have a real sensible written style. There will be no more trouble or difficulties, and everyone will find it very easy to understand each other. The dream of a unified Europe will finally come true, and after the 5th year, we will all be speaking German like they wanted in the first place. There we go.
Hola.
That was difficult. As an Englishman, to speak a bad German accent was difficult. Hello, Ray.
Hi.
Hello,
Hey.
Ray.
Everyone was looking so serious when I sat back down.
You know, I'm reading like really bad jokes that involve the Germans.
Oh dear.
I had
What,
my mouth
because of the
full, so I
starfish?
wasn't really looking serious. But, you know.
What, because of the Strahd fish you were looking for that?
Effectively, yeah, that's what got brought up. It was, since I can't be asked to, like, re-say out loud, I'll just send it.
Oh dear. Oh, Discord have apparently replied to me.
Oh, that's cool that you can send that in the group.
Huh. Discord have replied to me with an alternative version of the Discord client. I'll probably give a try.
Huh.
Apparently
Discord Canary.
there's a word in German, which is, I don't know how this is pronounced per se, but Kummerspec, which means excess weight gained from emotional overeating.
I love German.
It
I
translates.
hate German.
If you try translating Kumspec into English, it literally comes out as grief bacon.
Yep. Or grief
Probably
ham.
not then.
Bacon and ham are two different things. Sure, they come from the same animal, but
Hey, it's from the same animal.
Mm.
And y'all's bacon ain't
Yeah,
same as our bacon. Tell you that.
you've got lamb and mutton.
You also have cow and veal too.
That
I
link
would-
doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah, it
auto starts to
downloaded for me,
download.
but it
Oh,
works.
okay.
Can you tell me if it works? Because I will need to boot up my PC if we need to use that.
Do we all need it, or just a host?
I'm trying to switch over and just see what happens. It looks like it's just an updated version of the Discord client. Let me switch clients. 1 second.
Damn, that was too fast to bitch about.
So, I've switched over. I think the recommendation at least is for you to switch over, Mirror, and see if your camera works with this. Everyone else is still
Okay.
laggy for me.
Yeah,
But the
you're
client's
lucky.
working fine. I now have 2 Discord clients. I'd say if you're the ones definitely using your cameras, I'd say try and switch over.
Okay. It downloaded, I think.
Yeah, but I will only have one screen if I switch over. I'll try.
The teacher was giving a lesson to the relation of blood, trying to make the matter clearer. She said, "Now, class, if I stood on my head, the blood would run into it, and I would turn red in the face." "Yes," the class said. "Then why is it that while I'm standing upright in the ordinary position, the blood doesn't run into my feet?" A little kid at the back shouted, "'Cause your feet ain't empty."
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, I'd recommend trying to switch over to Discord Canary. I have standard Discord open in the background, they appear to be synced.
Yeah, it's installing.
Yeah.
Same.
Children were lined up in the cafeteria of a Catholic elementary school for lunch. At the head of the table was a large pile of apples. The nun made note and posted on the apple tray, "Take only one. God is watching." Moving further on lunch line, the other end of the table, was a large pile of chocolate chip
Umbra, are
cookies.
you trying to instill Discord Canary?
Yeah, it's just taking a while.
Yeah.
A child had written a note, God is watching the apples.
Oh man, figuring out passwords, yo.
Oh
like,
no.
what was
That's
my
stupid.
password?
Hey, I already got mine. Woo! Alright.
Recruiting robot hamsters, installing update 2 of 4.
Yeah, I don't have a camera on my PC, so no for the client.
Wait, what are you using right now?
Yeah, that's my Mac.
Oh,
But I can't download the .exe. Not gonna work.
whatever will we do?
Thank you. That's helpful.
Whenever you want Discord Canary thing.
Damn.
Everybody's still laggy, but
Holy shit, you are so loud.
oh,
Let me murder
Better?
the volume on Discord Canary. There we go.
I was gonna just reset everyone to 100%.
Yeah.
oh, okay. I'm always loud.
My camera is just eternally cycling now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly